Disclaimer. This video is not meant to attack any of the creators, Black Plasma Studios, David RB, any of them. We just decided to go ahead and make this because we can, and because the other videos on the subject were kind of trash. Some of us didn't really actually read the script, but the script doesn't really matter since we're looking at Season 1 and Season 1 only. So without further ado, let's begin. Why are the humans fighting each other instead of, I don't know, the giant floating tentacle monster hovering about? Is your own kind a bigger threat?
They called him Deathsinger.
Narration. Reading. Why do the diamonds glow underground? Diamonds don't create light, they reflect it. Also, why do the flowers glow here when they can be seen all around not glowing whatsoever? This pond is way too small to fish in. If there were fish swimming in that puddle, go get it with your f***ing hands! Squirrel!
The Ardonia possess the unique ability to wield great powers, known as songs.
Senn for the confusing name in general. And here I set myself up for a musical composed by the Fat Rat.
These staffs are pretty cool, and I can tell they aren't combat orientated. But what the f is the Mandora staff? It looks like lily pads on a stick!
Does everything just glow in this universe? Derp. These blazes look so out of place. They're more distracting than anything, really. Not gonna lie, this warped ground effect looks gross. Holy shit, that's metal.
After the dragon totally rips apart the Wither, which is badass I may say, it does absolutely f*** all to help its rider.
The kingdoms called upon the Ardonia to wield the prime songs.
Considering how only Ardonia can wield songs, this agreement was f***ing pointless.
Thalleous has his sword in his hand and on his back. This happens not once, but twice.
So, how does this clan cloaking shit work again? Oh, they don't explain it?
What did the Voltaris do that was so bad? It's never explained, and yes, I've rewatched this almost 20 times to pick up on anything that could hint at this. However, in the script, it does hint at the Voltaris discovering the primes, and if that is the case, shouldn't they be the rightful owners of them?
Semi-important character trips and falls while running away from evil cliché. Ingressors must have shoved the Mobilium Prime up his ass and silently tooted in order to silently teleport 15 feet. With a walk that menacingly slow, the Mandora's clan master could have easily run away. This staff is being held straight by the power of dynamic posing.
The humans reassembled their armies.
Furry. For how Magnorites are made of molten rock, they seem to move pretty f***ing fast.
The Felinas from the west.
What is it with having humans paired up with Felinas? How many furry f***ers are in this universe? Hero Brian. Actually, let's give him a sin for how many stories I could find of him on the Troll Pasta wiki. Only one skeleton who gets hit with the strongest gusts of heat wave. Yes, that's a sin in our books too. Hawken, and his half-baked character.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Being the naturally curious scholar that I am.
You slept for your classes.
Indubitably.
Indubitable. I just sinned that! You mean to tell me Hawken had a fish carcass stuffed in his pocket for their entire journey? That shit must smell like his colleague's gym sock by now.
I'm gonna take a sin off here because Twin Pass is an amazing part of the map. The amount of work that went into this part of the map is incredible. It's just super cool to look at.
How peculiar.
Man, that accent jarringly came in and left after picking up the car keys.
You must be Thalleous and Ardoris. My name is Tigran Voltaris. As for you, Thalleous and Ardoris, I know who you are.
I get it. You know who he is. Get to fighting already.
Once I killed you,
Oof, that was a flub. How can you smug bastard pick up the shield and fight? At the start of the fight, Thalleous activates his sword, which then deactivates here once landing in snow. To anyone thinking this was an animation error, you need to start paying attention. Wait, I'm supposed to give a shit. Thalleous stumbles onto the ground and takes a nap with his face buried in the snow.
Alright, you don't have to shout.
Even when talking, your voice is reverberated like you're in the sewers. You should have been caught already.
To get to the tower the egg is in, you need to go in the direction you guys are coming from. So you're going the wrong way.
Don't buy from the people you're stealing from.
Jakar says this out loud where anyone around can hear them.
Matter of fact, this guard should have heard that. Couldn't you stop looking like a mannequin for a second and do your damn job?
Run.
These guards show up within 10 seconds. What, does the wiring trigger a lamp downstairs or some shit? It didn't make a sound.
You telling me your little spaghetti noodle head ass legs didn't get hurt and Grim didn't get a concussion? Grim saw the Jakar stop and still ran into him.
You're right. It is heading away from Etheria.
Yeah, no shit, Grim. What the f***?
The spear floats from one hand to the other here.
Where did Thalleous come from? Senn should have seen him approaching.
You cannot tell anyone about this.
Songs?
Yes, Rhea, they're songs. Now shut your fucking mouth like he told you to.
You cannot not let Osivian know about.
Did you really not see him approaching? Osivian didn't see the songs in their hands.
Don't touch my cake.
Why did you bring it to a prison? Those f***ers love touching cake. Sure, this hiding songs behind their back thing is cute and all, but aren't you at least a bit concerned about anyone coming to check while you're striking up a conversation here this late at night? Just pop it in the void pocket. For how many bottles are on the floor, you'd expect this man not to wake up completely energized. Oh, now he's drunk off his ass.
Potato?
Where did you pull that out of? Most characters at least reach behind them to pull something out of their inventory, yet this man just summoned a potato.
Getting drunk at work. It went from daytime to nighttime in a matter of minutes. Seriously, it takes less than an hour in Minecraft time to step down this mine.
That chest is unopenable, and it's floating.
How and why are the rocks on fire?
Mine's running dry my ass. There's an ore galore down there that you little Twinkies haven't mined yet.
Why does Lucan care about this stumbling alcoholic? This is the most homoerotic clipping you'll see in this movie.
You are the most incompetent guard I have ever seen. Why is this dumbass walking off the edge?
You see that pack over there?
What, the cursed chest?
We got a whole season of crops of our own, ready for harvest.
Says as we see crops that are not ready for harvest.
The animator said, let's have Abigail eat an apple. It'll make her look like even more of an asshole.
There's sugarcane growing in your house.
Of course, the hit ornament of the century, the human skull. What should become the next cube one, I swear.
I don't think that's how you mount a horse. Sure, character gets distracted by an object of power cliche.
The Voltaris clan will return.
Will return. They almost killed you, goddammit. Lucan survives this.
You mean to tell me you've been carrying this rotten flesh magnet with you all the way here? No f***ing wonder you got a shower of arrows. I don't think I need to run a dog rescue to explain how gross this is.
Why are you harvesting unready crops?
Why does this boomer have an entire cake in his room? If his heart won't stop quickly enough, that'll do the trick. Why doesn't the egg teleport here? How f***ing hard does it have to drop? Excuse me, Abigail, do you know about fire safety? That rogue flame could cause the carpet to engulf your entire house and you're leaving it burn throughout the entire day?
Wait. Now the fire is custom? Earlier in episode 3, it was just default fire.
Foreshadowing, except here we don't get to see the outcome. What a dick.
Try not to lose it again.
You lost it, you jackass. Grim just bumped into you.
Jakar's knife goes behind his head, despite the knife clearly not being thrown in that direction.
Not bad, kid.
How old are you again? Cooking beef far away from the flame, but way too close to the ground. Lucas' puzzled expression here leaves me to believe he forgot he put the piece of meat on his sword.
You've gotta be the worst necromancer I've ever seen.
He isn't even wearing any necromancer apparel.
What were you trying to catch?
Necromancers, like yourself!
Lucan reaches into the campfire to pick up a flaming branch.
A Thalleous?
Well, no f***ing shit.
Oh, my eyesight is bad? You attacked me first!
How's that even relevant? Yes, because necromancers cook their zombie slaves once done controlling them.
I was hoping to draw out the necromancers.
The skull's already doing the job, you dipshit. You bastard, you roasted my brothers on an open fire. And then the entire forest caught on fire.
Torch's brightness didn't sound abruptly here. A ladder someplace despite there being no ladder in sight in the next shot.
Why'd you stick a compass on your wall and why is it pointing upwards?
What is all this stuff?
Hey dumbasses, aren't the necromancers still looking for you? What, did they only send 2 troops?
Nika's arm is clipping through her bed. Although there's not really much you can do here considering the fact that it's a bunch of f***ing cubes. Also, her katana's just warped for being propped up against the wall at the entrance of her treehouse. It's now being right next to her bed.
Lucan?
You told him to stay the night and leave. Why are you so surprised?
Where the hell was he hiding? And how did you not see him?
Lucan had presumably hours to snatch the bow out of her chest, yet Nika's still shocked about him pulling it out.
Thalleous' sword is clipping through Senn's leg.
Senn for Magnorites being able to hold literally anything without it melting or bursting into flames. You know, for a world without any villagers, the Squidward knows Golem looks completely out of place. Arsonist ahoy! There's a stack of dynamite in an open area. Derp. 50 cents for making every writer for this video want to bash their head into gravel rather than figure out how beacon transportation works.
The dragon's sword disguise.
Solomon starts talking outside as his inner monologue transfers him into a cathedral.
I need you to safeguard a prime song.
Isn't infusing with the prime song a better option than to leave it to a drug dealer? Or do you have to die in order to take it out? Wouldn't the Mobilium Prime help Thalleous fight off the Voltaris? He'd get f***ing wings! Wings!
Nearly all of his life, he's run a black market potion business without being discovered.
He says this right in the open for anyone to tear that business down.
Sam and I can track them while their trail is fresh.
Mr. Finch said that you were out all day. It's evening by now, at least. There's no way in hell that their trail is still fucking fresh.
Instead of having the sword next to him, Lucan lets any assassin sneak up, grab his blade, and stab him with it. Convenient. Sticking out branches convenient.
I get my Polina girls mixed up.
Chad. Lucan apparently backed away 10 feet to get a running start. He was right next to the log the previous shot. After clipping through the firewood, Lucan's arm has become numb to the 3rd degree burns. You pinned him by the leg. You know how easy it would be to wiggle out of that? Aren't you going to make sure he isn't getting back up? No?
They call it the Great War, but few things about it were great.
You know, World War I was called the Great War, not because it was beneficial to most, but because it affected such a wide part of the world. Yeah, it wasn't that great either.
Your parents were both killed by the Voltaris.
So that was a f***ing lie.
Hurry up, Grim. These animals are blowing our cover.
They barely even budged.
Not on my horse, you idiot.
Well, how the hell was he supposed to know?
I know we have Sinderp and will Sinderp going forward, but this appearance is some serious stalker level shit.
Apparently they stole some dragonstone from Etheria.
Wait, you're discussing this now? How is this not the first thing you brought up? How the f did they climb down the ravine this steep? And thus began World War II.
Don't worry your glowing little head about it.
That's racist.
Grim now has telekinesis because his scythe just floats out of his hand here.
Was this guy even trying to hit Grim? Look how vertically he swung.
You telling me that the prongs on this little f***ing staff here aren't sharp? With an impact like that, you'd think he would at least have a few bruises or broken ribs.
Wait, there's a song that creates a whirlwind around the caster? What the f for? Not a single reasonable thing would require a song like this.
Besides, how do you attack with this song?
The sword on the ground there almost gave me a heart attack because I thought the blade was only being held to the handle by a 1x1 pixel, aka a fucking metal rod. Although I am happy to say upon further investigation that it is not, and the background is just as dark as the pixels that are there. But you, Songs of War, for making me think that the sword was an engineering disaster.
Where were they heading?
You were right fucking behind them. Just follow them, you fucking twinktard.
To intercept them.
Then why did they send so many if they expected Jalkar only?
Are you an Ardoni?
What do you think the entire world is named after, dipsh?
Considering how close Lucan is standing next to lava, his clothes would be on fucking fire by now.
Oh, so now the ores don't glow? Make up your mind. Derp.
These creepers could just walk out anytime they want.
Cannibalism.
You, up there.
He's below you.
You cannot run that fast in water.
I will check for survivors.
What fucking survivors? It's on fire! There are no survivors!
Senn goes into the fire despite knowing there's danger, and Thalleous' warning fell on deaf horn ears.
So now the diamond ore in scenario doesn't glow. Jesus Christ!
Why did you stop running? Why did you look back?
How the hell have you not turned into crispy Kentucky Fried Ardonia?
This Voltaris was hiding, you know, instead of aiding his clanmates. A horse has more combat skills than a humanoid crystal person.
Senn, take his fucking weapon, you abandoned f***tard. Thalleous' sword clips through this Voltaris, but only pushes him back.
Why don't the Voltaris attack Thalleous while he's distracted?
Character monologues while everyone else does nothing cliche.
Tigran had his weapon buried in the ground. You could have finished him there. Thalleous randomly puts his hand up to ask a question to Tigran, and that bastard never called on him.
Mentor character dies cliche.
Oh, now you run. You should have ran when the spear went through him.
My flint and steel appears to be broken.
Hello, knockoff Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Rookie, or should I say, traitor.
Wow. I'm out of words.
You will watch helplessly as everything you fought for is destroyed and burned.
Yes, because Lucan was protecting the forest the entire time. I know in the game you click on wood with flint and steel to light it on fire, but he just hits the tree with a steel part. Wouldn't wood burn in contact with iron too? Imagine setting your axe on the shelf and then your cabin goes bust.
What kind of bullet time head ass shit is this? Also, standing that close to fire, your robes would be as crispy as my neighbor's dog.
How did Nika hit the back of this dude's head from such a high top of the head covered angle?
All of my information is up there.
Why would you climb the burning tree? You just push someone who can't swim into water you can fucking dive into.
Ow! What's the claws?
What claws? Those look like hands to me.
I found the necrobase, Nika.
You were there?
You're there, ya pussy bitch.
So you're telling me that the leaves are f***ing solid?
One of them Magnarites is on the edge of our town, stirring up trouble with the local folk. Absolute menace, I tell you. The lot of them.
Man, this town reeks of the 1800s.
Considering the fact that his insides are made of f***ing magma, how the hell has the tree, the grass, and his books not burnt yet?
Also, this smiling rock formation was stirring trouble.
It's difficult to find a place to catch up on my reading.
Never mind the giant f***off forest nearby, this town full of noisy assholes sounds nice.
The glass throne here is nowhere to be seen in the following shot.
Sure, why is Jalkar trying to sneak around the faraway Enderman? It teleported away from them.
He would have had at least a concussion from that fall.
Sorry, mate, but I can't be slowed down anymore.
Jalkar! Even when deactivated this weapon in its sparks, this jump should have killed him.
Deer!
Give me the horse.
Radish. Horseradish.
Wait, I didn't mean to hurt you.
He tried to f***ing stab you, you hot sauce blooded buffoon.
We have orders to deliver a message to Fort Zuka.
They actually said for both of us?
Yep.
Lucan lies to Nika's face in order to stay with her longer. Thanks for wasting my time again.
Songs of war.
Roll credits.
Those same people used to worry about legends such as Herobrine. Don't say his name.
What is he, f***ing Voldemort?
I have some gold you can borrow.
How the hell is that not melted yet?
Good.
Welcome to Marshall's Map Shop. We've got maps of Ardonia for the price of 50 gold.
I thought you just said it was 200 gold.
For you and your friend, it's 200.
That's racist, and also illegal.
Merchants like to take advantage of young travelers.
Sorry, they what now? Also, if we went into this dude's shop and he has a f***ing king-size bed. It turns out Abigail wasn't the only person he was taking advantage of.
What a nice person. Shame we didn't even get your name.
Chill out, Igneous. You're 14.
Well, it's good to see Felden is willing to promote anyone with the right father.
And this is how Trump made it into office.
You talk big for someone who's been to prison more times than claws on my hands.
So, more than once?
Says here, Lucan, you're to accompany me in the attack.
After going into the Necromancer hideout, Lucan is baffled about the idea of giving the outgoing soldiers a tour of the place.
I don't think we can swim.
You think?
Why are these ships under full sail at the dock? Also, the forestay on that ship's rigging is way too slack.
That chest seems to be empty, considering how it flies through the air.
Also, this chest clips through what seems to be the rigging of the ship.
Also, these ships aren't tied to the dock, and I refuse to believe that they are being held to the dock by that single plank.
Did you kill someone?
You don't smile when you ask a question like that.
Dude, how can you tell the difference between the bodies of different clans? They're all grey. Who let this child into the council room?
We are not certain this tragedy was the work of the Voltaris. It may have been bandits.
The f they want with prime songs. Considering how old this dude sounds, his ears/horns should be a lot further down than they currently are.
The stones we lit today did not signify the passage of elders concluding long life.
Moment of silence for all the elders who died of old age that day.
I will do what I must to eliminate the Voltaris. Once and for all. What you propose will bring our clans to war.
At this point, that's your only option.
What input did the Kaltaris or Sendaris clan masters put into this?
Many years has it been since we last wielded the songs of war.
Roll credits. Yeah, just use an aggressive song out in the open, why don't you dick?
This is the last one, Sam.
A dog wouldn't give a shit about this. They'd be grateful that there's any food at all. Sin for killing Jalkar after he killed Sam. You only get one though. Jalkar was a pile of shit anyway.
Jalkar's body gets Thanos snapped.
Derp. Fucking hell, why did that take so long? Igneous questions where they'll go next, leaves us Senn and starts thinking.
So, armor exists in this world, but everyone just refuses to wear it.
I am Gallius.
Gallius, for namesake.
What happened?
An ender egg blew up right in front of you. That's what happened. Why does Nika feel the presence of the Necrolord? What, because she's the cat?
Standing that close to lava would incinerate you and your clothes.
The armies of Felden have begun their war against the necromancers.
How does Gallius know all of this? Oh, for fuck's sake, Nika.
There have even been reports that the first Ender Dragon has been hatched in over 100 years.
Again, who the hell reported that so quickly?
I do not just make tools, Senn.
As it was so clearly demonstrated by this blinged up armor stand.
Our days of hiding in the shadows are at an end.
Hate to break it to you, but you kind of blew your cover by killing Hawken.
How the hell did those three get up there without being seen? Hold up, the Squirmuck being Voltaris just got knocked down by the aggro shock. So how the hell did he just get behind the damn obsidian pillar just to get killed by the aggro shard. This stick resists enchanted diamond blades apparently.
They call me Deathsinger.
Thanks for spelling that out for us.
It was they who slaughtered my people and denied me the prime songs.
Then again, you blew your cover way too early.
When you are no longer there to stop me!
Okay. Minus 15 cents for this amazing fight scene.
Achilles survives this kick to the groin that probably sent him down about 60 blocks.